and welcome to episode 2 of Role Models. We are so glad that you decided to join us for another episode, so thank you. I am Janie Eastman. I am the DM for this campaign, and I am joined by such a lovely cast of people, like Christie.
I'm Christie Carr. I'm playing Nova the Bard.
Very nice. And Harli.
Hi, my name is Harli Kane, and I'm playing a necromancer wizard.
Named?
Oh, Lavender. I've done this before, I swear.
And Sophia.
I'm Sophia, and I'm playing Joey Duquette, who is a fighter.
Hi, I'm Jaromloch, and I'm playing Soren, what is Soren again? A warlock. I'm a warlock.
Very nice.
And my name is christinajcraven, and I am playing Amelia Cross, the rogue.
Nice.
Ooh. Last episode on Role Models, our models found themselves transported from New York City to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And they met a strange cat named Benji, who gave them a test, a mission, a quest, whatever you may call it, to see if they're worthy to be the next group of warriors of the goddess Imogen. So you were all sent to a goblin camp where you had to fight off a horde of goblins. And when it seemed like the fight was getting pretty tense, a group of strange older women came in on a dragon and dealt with the rest of the goblins for you, but then said that she was coming and quickly left the scene. At the end of last episode, you all noticed a sign saying Festival of Beauty with a convenient arrow straight through the poster pointing you to a city on the horizon. And that takes me to you guys. You have just finished this fight. You have just descended from your tree. And what do you do from here?
Do we want to head to the town that's up the hill?
Oh yeah, we gotta go to the
I'm
town.
gonna go grab the poster, try and pull it off the arrow that's...
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, Soren's definitely gonna go retrieve that microdose of psilocybin that he put into the vial that he threw in the direction of the Goblin King earlier. He's gonna go recover that.
Waste.
You look down, you see the most messed up squirrel you've ever seen in your life. Sprawled out on the ground, your vial smashed open. This poor little squirrel.
Okay.
Out, conked. Not dead, but somewhere else entirely.
Awesome. Okay, so I look at the squirrel and say, travel well, brother. And then go
And
away.
the squirrel looks up at you.
Sweet. I can give him a little brain handbag.
Brain hand.
Oh, I like that.
A brain hand.
Well,
Yeah.
you all decidedly begin your adventure towards the city. It's about a half an hour walk. Do you
Okay.
guys do any niceties, small
Yeah,
problems?
so while we walk,
Does that count as a short
Soren will
rest?
tug...
That does count as a short rest.
Yeah, so while we walk, Soren will tug a chunk of moss agate out of his pocket and will hand it to, or offer it to Nova and say, I'm sorry about how the walk went before we got sucked into all of this.
You don't have to bring it up, but thank you.
Next time you go to walk, just hold this before moss agate is grounding.
What does it do for you?
It's grounding. So just make
what's
sure
that mean?
it brings, if you're concerned
It
or
makes it gives you good
it'll
balance.
bring you back into the present and make sure you're ready to take the
Physically?
stage.
So that I can't
spiritually.
trip in my heels?
Sure. It brings spirit, body, and alignment.
All right, okay. Oh, thank you.
Just don't squeeze it too hard.
Or what?
Then he just keeps walking ahead.
He is so strange. I'm sure Rock is really going to help us in this situation.
Can I inspect it?
You don't even have to roll. So you look closely and it's a rock. Primarily.
It's a rock.
It's a green one?
Yeah.
It is a green rock?
I think he just really likes rocks.
I don't know what's going on here. A rock could do more than...
So are we going to this
Then back
contest
home.
of beauty is the question.
Yes.
Yeah,
What are we wearing?
What are you?
Are we in the same clothes?
Yeah, so you are in, so the fashion show outfits are fantasy-esque. I guess I should explain that better. But Yvette's whole thing was these kind of like fantasy-inspired designs. So you recognize, you're wearing armor. Like those of you in armor, like it's a beautiful couture piece, but it's armor. Like it's legit. And like you're in this like beautiful ornate Gothic robe. You know, you're in this flowy leotard and hood. You know, you're in your armor. You're in some sort of super chic man robe.
Wait, I need to know, is the man robe open?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
lots of chest hair or is he a waxer?
Oh, he waxes.
It's very shiny.
It's like
It's a little bristly
sheen.
right now because he was in Argentina.
Oh.
You didn't shave before the show? You didn't
Yeah, the
wax?
makeup artist didn't like.
No, we didn't have time,
The makeup
honestly.
artist was halfway through tweezing all of the chest hair.
So you're
It's
just
time to go on the
super
catwalk.
red.
It's a little bumpy.
It's a little less inflamed, thanks, like after we got healed by the older women, you know. So
Okay.
I'm grateful for that.
Okay.
That's nice.
All of
Yeah,
us.
but I
been
am
healed
hoping
by an
that
older woman.
we'll find someone available in the city that will give like a waxing place, essentially.
I mean,
it
does the
is time
city-
for a refresh. Or,
The what is it? The Festival of Beauty.
Yes.
Are there any sponsors on the bottom of that? Any wax shops? Or?
Sponsored by Wax On.
There are sponsors, however, all of them are written in their native language, none of which you can read.
None?
None.
Okay, I speak
Cool.
lots of languages.
Do you see it out of the corner of your eye?
I've read this book, and it gave me lots of knowledge.
Okay. Well, there's a list of sponsors, but they are in
To be
sigils
discovered.
and runes that you can't quite
well,
understand.
dang, okay. Cool.
But you do see that you are going to the city of Bristleton.
Bristleton.
Bristleton, there has to be a waxing salon.
Has to be. So,
roll up that poster.
as you approach the city, unless there's anything else you want to do on the way. No?
No, I don't think so. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, just kind of walking with everybody.
But nobody's gonna participate in the contest of beauty, right?
I won my beauty pageant when I was 8 years old. I haven't entered any since.
You did pageants? Me too!
My mom was really interested in them.
So
And
was
in El
mine.
Paso, I didn't have a lot of competition.
I did sword fighting as my talent, and I just beat up my dad. It was really fun.
Wait.
Would have loved to see that.
So what if the whole thing is that we have to win the contest of beauty, and maybe we'll get sent home?
Because they didn't say what it was
Yeah,
exactly.
this Imogen's probably very interested in beauty contest performance.
Maybe.
She is the goddess of beauty and prettiness and all the goodness.
And talking cats?
And talking cats.
And it could be one of the trials,
That is brilliant.
right? She
You're
said there were
right.
trials.
Right. And beauty is how we unite with the totality.
What?
Yeah.
Well, we should go find the contest then.
Let's go find the contest.
And a waxing place
And a
beforehand.
waxing
Oh,
place
we
because
definitely need a waxing beforehand. Please. This Bristle town should have at least one good waxer.
Okay, so you approach the town. It's very lively. There's some like kind of light, upbeat music. It smells so good. The town is it's not a sprawling city, but it is a good-sized town. You can tell that there's a good amount of people who live here. And you walk pretty much directly into like city center from the road you're coming from. And there's these beautiful banners and there's all these flowers and roses, and you see a big banner that says Festival of Beauty, Celebration of the Goddess Imogen.
I guess.
And as you approach, you see there's all these tents everywhere. And they're pinks and blues and gold, just all of these light, vibrant colors. And there's all these different booths. Funny enough, there are people doing waxes. There's haircuts. Girlies are getting lash extensions. People are getting all sorts of work done, okay?
Buccal fat removal?
You don't see buccal fat.
Oh.
At least not up front. There are some closed tents that you don't quite know what's going on inside. And right next to that, you see kind of this big bustling pub. And there's a sign, and this is one of the sponsors of the event. And on the sign, there's like a little cookie with a horseshoe print right in the middle of it. and you can't read what the name is, but it's this big bustling pub and people are kind of coming and going. So do you guys want to start kind of exploring tents, or do you want to start in the pub?
Well, we were talking
I
about
need to see my
waxing.
wax.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Yeah, I can't go into a crowded space without a wax.
Okay. So you go up to the waxing tent.
Yeah. So I'll go up to the waxing tent.
I will join him because my brows need a little bit.
What have I found?
Walk in, and you see a darling elven girl, right? She's got like pink streaks in her hair. It's pulled back. She has elven lash extensions, which are like normal lash extensions, but they are like bam, like psh. But they suit her. They look really good. And she's this elegant girl, and she's got this table and her little wax pot, and she's like using magic to heat up the wax. And she goes, "Oh, hi, welcome in, come on in. My name is Bristly Bristleton Jr. My dad, he's looking for the city. He's the mayor. And I would be happy to wax any of you. What do you need?"
I would just like my bristle to be gone.
Yeah, he's a little.
Everywhere.
Double.
Everywhere.
Hey, you open it up, buddy. What do you want? You want Brazilian? We have that here. We don't have Brazil, but we have a Brazilian. You can get an imp wax. You can get a satyr wax. That's pretty much everything left. You can get an elf wax. What are
Can't
you
go
looking
wrong with
for?
a Brazilian.
Okay, perfect.
Do we just do that here?
Yeah,
He
just
like
lay
looks
down.
around to like
Soren,
the
I
open
would
tent
like
flap.
Okay, lay down.
Soren, I would like to ask you a question. Do you know what a Brazilian means?
He starts unbuckling his trousers.
Oh, what are you doing?
It's a Brazilian.
Yeah.
He starts buckling them back up.
Question. Do you
sorry,
know
I
what a
don't-
Brazilian means?
Yes.
When you say Brazilian,
What?
You mean?
The back of your neck.
oh, well, I've never struggled.
Sorry, I don't wax perverts here. You're gonna have to leave.
Well, can you do my brows before we go?
Are you with
It's
him?
just her brows.
Has he hurt you? Do you know him?
No.
Not really.
He's fine. He's just a little weird. He's really into rocks.
Like
Like labradorite, yeah. Would you
like
like to see a lump of it?
crystal?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's actually really good for
Girl,
You
do I
just
need to
can't
call
show
the city
people
guard?
your lump.
He's fine. I think.
So he like pulls out, he tugs a lump of labradorite from his pants pocket and goes to like give it to her.
Is this the rock you had at the show?
She starts
Oh, this is-
reaching for something,
He just has a
like
lot of
a
rocks.
book, and she starts reaching for. Awesome.
I think we need to leave now.
Yeah, that's
she was
probably
wanting to
a
know about
smart
Labrador.
idea. Sorry.
Can I cast hold person?
All right.
Honestly?
Yeah, so she doesn't call whoever she's gonna call or do whatever she's gonna do.
Sure. Bristly goes, I think you need a.
I'm gonna cast hold person.
Oh,
we
and then,
see-
And then do you
the
leave her?
wax?
Do you like?
Yeah,
close the
I think we
tent?
should
Do we-
leave.
Okay,
Soren puts
we
the
can leave.
labradorite into her frozen hand and then walks out of the
She
tent.
doesn't move, but you see her eyes go from like. Okay, you
Normal
just leave her
reaction to the rock.
Yes. We just leave her?
Yeah.
We just leave her.
Yeah.
She'll get out of it
We
eventually.
go to the next waxing.
Yes.
She's the only one. Her dad's the mayor of Bristleton.
Yo,
She's got a.
piss this lady off.
Okay, now here's my
Pissed off the
question.
only
Wait,
Can we
waxer.
see the
Do we know
wax
that she's
in the room?
Did she say that her dad
Yeah,
was the
she
mayor?
said she's the daughter of the mayor. That's why she's Bristly
Oh.
Bristleton.
Oh my god.
Can
Can we see the wax in the room?
Huh?
Can we see the wax in the room? Because I'm about ready to just do it myself.
Okay.
While she's held, I'm just gonna do it myself and
Can
then
you
leave the tent.
performance check?
Don't say performance. Don't say that.
Okay, so Joey's like, wait, and then goes
Not
back
my
into the...
brows. His chest.
Yes.
Okay, what is?
Open up.
Oh,
Open it up, Pookie.
Oh yeah, this is great.
you're new and I love you. That would be a 6.
Oh.
Wait, are you waxing the chest right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So you smear the wax on and you rip it off. Instant blood.
Like, oh,
She's still this whole person, like, watching us go through her wax.
Yeah.
She's like,
I can do this.
Frozen. So I'm like looking up at the tent and I'm like gritting my teeth, you know, like you do. How's
I mean,
it
like
looking?
great.
Would you like to take 2 points of damage?
That usually doesn't happen when I watch them do this.
Grumpy, glad that wasn't your eyebrow.
Yeah, like let me.
While
Like,
this
do we
is
have time
happening,
for the Brazilian?
I like to be out in the crowd, meandering around, and if I happen to see anybody who looks to be on the wealthier side of things.
Yeah.
Do we ditch you? We're just like, good luck.
No, I
Jordan's
watched
like,
everything that was happening, and I was like,
Pull
I don't
sword
really
back
care
to the
about
tent.
this. So I'm like close by, but I'm just outside the tent. I don't care
Wow, you
about
just hear the scream from it.
Yeah, there's like a, it's like a.
Yeah.
Like, I pause. Don't
Love
care.
that. You see a lot of these people look pretty wealthy. I mean, they're all dressed really lavishly. There's nothing really to separate people. It's the Festival of Beauty, so everyone's showed up in their best. So everyone looks pretty nice. You can't determine. There's no like Gucci bags, like you don't know.
Sure.
So
No, like, are there any like purses on the outside of clothing or like
you can roll me a sleight of hand
bracelets?
check to see if you can lift some stuff.
Okay. That would be a nat 20.
What?
You can give
Wow,
yourself
I need that
20
guy.
gold. So you snatch a few purses.
Sweet.
I want to go up to her. I know she's still the health person.
I can. I want to drop the spell.
Are you dropping
I'm gonna drop
the
the spell. I'm gonna drop concentration.
So
yeah.
we're dropping the spell.
Oh, I guards. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm brand new at this. I didn't know that that's what I was gonna do.
are you being for real? We need to
Yeah.
get out of here now.
Yeah, just
Why are you covered in blood?
Okay,
You
so
stood behind my back, didn't you?
Soren looks around the room for tissues. Are there any tissues in the room?
No, there are no tissues.
Oh no. Okay, so Soren's like. Okay, so Soren just like uses the inside of his robe to like dab at the blood as he's walking out of the tent, following Lavender's, extortions. So the. All right, I'll wait for you outside.
What is this about? I gotta tell the guards. You guys put a spell on me illegally, and you used my wax.
we're like brand new here.
We didn't know what was going on.
We had no idea.
We're out of the woods. We got attacked by a goblin cat. We don't know what's going on.
I didn't know I had magic until like 20 minutes
No,
ago.
really?
Mm-hmm.
It's so for real right now.
Are you being so for real,
I'm being
girls?
so for real.
Are you guys being
So
girls,
for real.
girls, or are you being fake?
No, no, no.
We are girls.
Yeah, like
Really girls.
never. That's why he had to leave the tent.
So then.
Really? His vibe was like nightmarish. Like I couldn't.
Yeah,
stand
like
it.
honestly, the ick. Like honestly.
Okay,
So
yeah.
then Soren comes back into the tent at this point and says, "You won't believe how much gold
Oh, okay.
Amelia just got."
Oh, you need to go.
I'm sorry. PvP right now.
Okay, then he notices all
Roll
of
a
your shocked
dexterity
glances.
check.
He notices all of your shocked glances and says, "What?" Dexterity, 17, 18.
You barely get missed in the face with a stick of hot wax.
Oh.
That she's like, ah, swings at you.
So he like freezes as the wax like goes by and he's like, right. And he like goes back up.
Your guys' creepy friend needs to get out of here.
trying to
I'm
help
just trying to run a business. I'm a girl. I'm a small business owner. I'm a local.
It's hard out there.
And I'm
making
only
it.
half elf. Like, people are really rude about that right now.
Really?
You're half
Why
black.
are they rude about that?
Well, you guys, I don't. You guys want to grab a drink with me?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's on us since we used your wax. I do see I have a little bit of gold in my pack. So.
An accidental spell casting. It's all good.
Yeah, you know, I totally didn't do that on purpose. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'll take you guys to my favorite place if you want to come.
Absolutely.
I'm like a VIP there since my dad's the mayor or whatever.
Is it like a club?
It's right across the street. I'll take you.
At this
Okay.
point, Amelia comes walking back into the tent and she says, I think I've figured it out. This must be the set of the Lord of the Rings.
Are we on a movie
Do you
set?
have another creepy friend?
Yes. Sort of.
Are you good?
We're just trying to figure this place out. Is this a movie set?
We're not from
What is a movie?
Interesting.
So that drink place.
Yeah, drink.
Like, I need a drink. I don't know about you guys, but,
And And your creepy guy friend, he can come, but he needs to stay 10 feet away from me, or I'm going to cast fireball right on his face.
Okay.
All right.
I think we can make
I
that.
can get away with anything here. My dad's the mayor.
So
Soren?
while this discussion is happening, Soren's outside the tent, and he's soliciting passersby for handkerchiefs. He's like, as he's dabbing in his chest with the rope. So he'll just like ask people and be like, do you happen to have like a handkerchief or a Band-Aid or something?
When we leave, can I make a medicine check on his wounded chest?
Yeah, make a medicine check
Okay.
on his middies.
Yes, on his middies. And that is a 21.
Okay. She's able to, like, get you cleaned up,
Okay, great.
get you
yeah.
clean, you're not bleeding, like, close up your little robe a little bit so that no one can see your garish wound.
Okay,
And-
can we be cool? Can we be just like cool for while we talk to the waxing
So
lady?
here's the thing. We just need you to stay 10 feet away from her. Yeah. Otherwise, she's gonna do something called fireball at your face, and I don't think she means the whiskey.
Yeah, Brisley,
So
Brisley walks out and she goes, you better watch it, okay?
All right, sure. So Soren just like looks at her and just like kind of nods, and he listens and kind of nods. He's like, all right. Are you sure you don't want the labradorite?
it's a really
Keep
pretty
your
rock.
rocks to yourself, please.
I'm okay. No rocks.
All right.
Says that's totally
And
cool.
she leads you across the street to the bustling pub. And you walk inside. And inside, there is a man,
Oh.
but only half. He is what you believe to be a centaur.
Is he super hot?
He is super hot.
Oh,
He's really
man.
jacked, and he has pink hair and a pink tail. And he goes, "Hello, my name's Angus. Welcome to the Pink Pony Grub.
Oh, wow.
I'm the head chef and the head bartender. You let me know if you need anything. I'll just be over here mixing up drinks." And Brisley leads you to the bar, and she goes, "Angus, table for five, and a seat far away, a sixth one." And Angus goes, "Oh, anything for you, Brisley." And you all kind of get sat at a private table, and Angus comes trotting up. See, all other people go, "Brrr," the horses. And he clomps on up and he serves you a round of drinks. They're all pink, and the fancy drinks that have like the cotton candy that's sparkly, and you put it in the drink, and he serves you a round of those. And he goes, "Well, I've not seen any of you around here before. You new?"
Yes.
In a way.
Yes.
Yes.
Super new.
"Are you in town for the festival then?"
The beauty festival?
Mm-hmm.
Must be.
Yes.
Oh.
We saw this
We say
poster.
yes.
Oh,
How
yeah.
beat up is the poster?
Oh, there's like a giant hole in the middle.
You can't even tell what it says.
Well, I cut out the best part. The main event is the eating contest.
The what?
What?
The eating contest.
Eating what?
Eating.
Like hot
we just
dogs?
eat.
What?
Eating
And
everything.
here's the thing, I've never been. And I'm kind of peeved because they've never let me cater the eating contest. And
Well,
I'm
that's
the best chef in
weird.
town. I make the pink ponies grub.
The eating contest.
And Brixley goes, "Yeah, the eating contest is like so fun. You can come watch with me. Or you could like enter if you want.
What?
Well, what do we have to eat?
You just have to eat. It's hard to explain.
Is Soren?
Is anyone
Soren's far
hungry?
away, right?
You're within earshot.
Okay. He's like sitting at an adjoining table.
You're like
She's
turned
sitting
around.
at one end of the table, and you're sitting at the other end of the table, but they've like scooted your seat back like a
Oh,
couple of
okay.
feet.
Okay.
So you're just like awkwardly far away from the table.
Okay. So he's like leaning back in his chair, and he's got two rocks that he's like clicking together like this.
Oh.
And at the eating contest, he leans forward and says, "I can eat
Can you?
a lot of food."
And Angus goes, "Well, actually, I might have a job for you. if you'd be interested. You know, I hear a lot being the bartender, so if you're looking for any information, I'd probably be able to help.
What sort of job?
Well, here's the thing. I've never been able to go to the eating contest. And no one will tell me about it. No one will tell me who's catering the eating contest. And I just want someone to go. And I want them to win, right? And if they get the grand prize, then maybe they can say, next year, for my prize, you have to have the Pink Pony's Grub Cater. So if you can do that, I'd be happy to tell you whatever you need to know.
I think, yeah, Soren,
I mean, it could be worth
Absolutely.
trying.
we could try.
If you were the caterer, would that help us out? Give us an in?
Well, whatever they're doing, it's about to start within the hour. So
it's already
It started
So-
within the hour.
yeah.
Okay, so then Soren pulls out his psilocybin mushrooms and starts like cramming down.
No.
My.
It's like, I'm always way hungrier after I eat these.
What you got there, mate?
It's grub.
I know lots about grub.
Well, you think you might want to try some?
No.
It's actually really good for you.
Well, what is it?
So it's psilocybin mushrooms.
Oh, how about after the
Do you
eating
cook a lot with
contest? We should
mushrooms?
probably
No, I
get
just
back to
serve
work.
hay.
Hey, he's good too.
Do you like eating hay when after the mushrooms?
I'm not opposed to it.
Are you
Actually,
saying that's all
reminds
you
me-
serve here is hay?
Reminds me of my trip
I'm
to
just kidding. I don't just serve hay. You know, I serve a bit of that in this.
But and then he like looks over the centaur and he's like, you might need a bigger dose
What are you trying to say?
of the mushroom.
Oh, yeah, what are you trying to say?
It's
you think
just-
I'm a big pony?
Well, I would say
I'm
you're a
slim.
pony
I'm
of
slim.
average
That's
size.
why they call me a pony, because I'm little.
You seem slim for a pony. As ponies go, you seem quite
I'm not gonna stop you.
All healed.
I'm gonna drink whatever the drink is.
It's so yummy.
drink whatever drink. Are there any dancers in the
It's
Pink
so
Pony Club?
good.
There better be.
Does it give anything?
Yeah, does it do anything?
Roll a Constitution saving throw
Oh,
Alright.
if you're drinking it.
5.
5.
15.
Okay, so for you.
Hold on. It's 14. 20.
Okay.
Not now.
So for the two of you, this is just like fun. It's like sparkly. It tastes like strawberries. It's delicious and it's sparkly. So for the next hour, you get advantage on performance checks. Once.
Cool.
I need that.
And
And you know
for
the
you,
help I can get.
it's very yummy, but a little too strong for you. So, how about you take 2 points of damage?
I'm like a little tipsy.
Yeah, makes you a little sick.
The Pink
A little
Pony
too fun.
Yeah, I'm like getting ready to get on the table.
Yeah. Oh, do it.
No, we have to get to the eating contest.
We have to get to the.
Yes, we got to put food on the table, not dancing on the
Out of curiosity, have you met Imogen before? The goddess?
No, I've not met her. But you know, we do. She's got a big temple here. Everybody celebrates her. Why? Is there something you need?
Yeah, is there any way to get in contact with her? Like, to pray to her?
Well, you know, once you come back as winners of that eating contest, I'd be happy to tell you all about it.
Okay, so we got to go.
Gotta
You
go.
better hoof it.
I'll go right that way.
Can you cut that out?
Oh.
Stays. Okay, so you guys take off for the eating contest?
Yeah, but what was our friend's name?
Bristly.
Bristly. Are you gonna join the eating contest?
No, I just like to watch.
Okay, wish us luck.
I don't really like eat.
Do you have any tips? Anything
You just
should
don't
know?
eat?
Yeah, wait, what?
I just don't
You don't eat?
No.
Just like a gust of wind or
No.
Okay.
the melt off of an ice
Us
cube.
half elves, like, we're kind of like reserved and modest. We don't eat.
Very demure.
Very demure, very mindful.
The totality provides.
You are so weird.
What?
It's okay. It's okay,
Let's go
buddy.
eat something, Soren. Let's go.
So no tips, anything we should know beforehand?
I would suggest having a strong drink beforehand, but you just did.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Chronicles of Narnia.
yeah. So Soren has just like
I don't think so. Chronicles has like lions and stuff.
the second one
I
was
haven't
better
seen
than the
lions
first
yet.
one.
And
I'm going to hit you now.
So he's just like
I would like to.
microdosed,
Okay.
and then he takes a drink
Okay.
before go.
Roll with disadvantage.
That's a 1.
For the next hour, you make all rolls with disadvantage.
Awesome.
Because you are just not well.
Okay, so Soren just like
You've
off the
created a
table
bad
and
cocktail.
like quaffs the drink in front of him and slams it down on the tabletop and says, "Let's go."
Very
And starts
silly.
staggering toward the door.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna like steer you in the right direction at least.
Awesome. I'll be protesting as you're steering me. No, I'm fine. I can make it on my own.
Yeah, I'm sure, buddy. Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Send me
we
back to the
trust him
horse.
to
I
eat a
want
bunch
to
of
ask
food
him
right now, or
how
do
his
we just
digestive
leave?
system works.
Should we just like go?
Yeah,
we should just leave.
Go do this.
So, you find a big tent labeled eating contest, very conveniently. And it's one of the closed door tents, but it is big. So you walk in, and there are little twins sitting at the desk checking people in. And they're kind of making little notes. And there are a few people not facing you, but they're sitting in seats, and there's a big stage behind them, and all of the seats are kind of facing the stage. And you assume these are all people who've signed up. They're all kind of sitting in a row. So you walk up to these twins, and they go, "Hello, are you here to sign up for the eating contest?"
Yes.
Okay.
Couple of questions. Can we sign up as a team, or does it have to be as individual?
You guys can sign up as a team. All 5 of you?
Yep.
Okay. And what are your names?
Well, my name's Joe.
Joe.
Just
Joe. Okay.
Just Joe.
And your name?
Are we using stage names? Is this
Yeah, most people do.
Oh.
Oh, stage name.
Supernova.
Fancy.
Supernova. Okay. And you?
Lav.
Love. Okay. Does that like stand for something?
No, it's just Lav.
Okay.
So Soren's just kind of staring, and he's like, "That is the question." What else
His
would
name is Soren. S.
You can call him Rock too, honestly.
Soren the Rock.
I actually have a lot of great rocks.
And what's your name?
Shadow.
Shadow.
Stage name.
Stage names. That might
Well,
be
do you
gay.
guys know the rules of the eating contest? Have
No,
you told
not at
before?
We
Oh,
eat.
Okay. Yes, you eat. And that's the primary goal. So everybody gets 2 minutes to eat. And since you're participating as a team, you get 3 minutes. So only 2. So you get 2 minutes to eat. You can pick your own music or whatever. It's just whoever eats the most wins. And we have some reigning champs over there because those girls know how to eat.
Oh.
And a group of drag queens stand up.
Oh dear heavens.
I knew it wasn't food.
And they've all got their wigs on. They're looking fabulous. And they all stand and they introduce themselves. There's one girl with a super long wig, and she goes, "I'm called Femininama Fawn." And she's a fawn, so she's a half satyr. And then there's a girl in a fabulous, like, kitschy wizard outfit, like with the stars and everything. And she goes, "I'm Gwen, staff on me." And then there's another girl, and she's got long dark hair, and she's kind of dressed like you, like the dark moody makeup, and she goes, "And I'm Olivia Rodrigo."
We're gonna lose.
You guys are lucky that Megan the Centaurian was not able to make her. She kills every time. She can eat. So the twins say, "Okay, so you've got just about 30 minutes to prepare your performance. So to explain this mechanically, how the eating contest is going to work, you are going to put on a 3-minute performance, and it will be a D20 roll. Okay, D20 performance roll, and you get to add a D4 for everything you do that is adding on to your performance. So this means if you can come up with spells or bits or anything like that to add, you can add a D4. I have already decided how many D4s the different queens have.
Okay.
And so they will all be getting a roll, just the 3.
All right, so let's talk this out. I can do a backflip.
Yes. Didn't you land in like a ballerina pose or something when we all got
You should
here?
dance.
That's what I do for work.
Perfect. You can do it. Are you gonna dance? Say yes.
Sure.
It might be the only way we get out of here.
And I'll dance.
Perfect.
Concept. Troll with rocks and fairies. And they dance together.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm not against it, honestly.
It kind of works.
Do you
Not
have
bad,
like
right?
Not bad.
Are you the rock in the show?
Are you
I
the
was
rock
thinking
or the troll?
I was thinking of one of the fairies, but I could be the troll too.
Can we? Do we understand magic? Can you make a rock?
I have prestidigitation.
Yeah, now might be a good time. Like your characters can like flip through their spell books
Yes.
they have and kind of do some research, do some thinking. Do you guys want Bristly to come help you?
No.
Yes.
No, Bristly will
Why?
Bristly will
No,
stay
Bristly.
the hell out of it.
Hey, you know, we're all professionals, right? I'm looking through my spellbook. I have animate dead. I can add some backup dancers.
The skeleton dancing.
Yeah, we can go get some goblins, the ones that we killed.
That's such a good idea.
We can
and
add them
the
as
goblin
backup
chief, he was so big and flabby, he would look so good.
Yeah.
They've got makeup tents, right?
Yes.
We can make them look not so dead.
We could get Christie to wax the goblin chief.
Somehow I don't know that this town would like a bunch of goblins, dead or alive, coming to visit.
But what
That's
about
what-
goblins
we
that were
gotta do
dead that
makeup.
are now alive? Because that's way more interesting.
Can we make them look not like goblins?
Yeah, like, I mean, we all know, like, it sounds like they have some pretty good pop music here, wherever we are, you know? We can just make them look like pop singers.
I've literally got friends as a cantrip, so I could cast friends on one of the judges.
Will they know?
They
Yeah,
will
they
at
do,
the
but
end.
not until it wears
Yeah.
out.
Like charm
After
person.
they've already.
And you have a disguise kit, right?
Yeah, it's a bardic.
Boom.
Disguise a rock as the troll.
Oh, it's the troll.
No, you can help disguise the animated dead.
That is where I thought you were going. But
Better idea, brother. Okay.
how far away are the goblins? So
Oh,
can we
yeah.
get them back?
Aren't they like a
3-mile
half an
walk,
hour?
and then Amelia could be the center. You know, you're the lead dancer.
It's perfect.
You lead the animated goblins. You do a backflip and stuff with your
I
sword.
could do that.
Yeah, and then we have our dancing.
Excellent. Oh, we could get a unicycle, don't you think? Like with one of the dead goblins that's now alive, we could unicycle and juggle rocks.
Did
I
you
don't
see a
know
unicycle?
We could make
I
one.
feel like you're foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, one of
Soren
Soren's
is
eyes is
trying
looking
so
at you,
hard.
and then the other eye is looking in another direction.
Oh dear. Maybe you
Soren's
should
hair
sit
is
down
kind
for
of
a
like
second.
flustered and like blood is starting to well up under the bandages on his chest. And his eyes like really bloodshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
a
could also
great
cast
idea.
light. Okay, so think about this. Okay. We bring them out, and they're juggling, and we're dancing, and then I cast light, and everything lights up.
Oh, that's a good
I'm talking
idea.
about lights
Okay.
up like diamonds.
All right. Can we get the goblins in time? They're kind of
Far.
Easy.
Well, and you're gonna play music, right? You have an
Can
instrument.
run really
My
fast.
time has come.
Preferably while carrying very heavy
Well,
load.
I have to go get the goblins, unfortunately, because I do have the spell to animate the dead.
Oh, Do you need help?
Janie, would we
Okay,
have
I go with
time
you.
to go grab goblins or not?
I will allow you the time to go gather goblins.
Lovely.
But you can only go get. Are you gonna animate them or carry them?
Because they could walk themselves back. Oh.
Unless it doesn't last that long.
And I can control them.
What you should do with your fancy little rocks is set them up around the stage and then use your light cantrip to create some...
Like a disco ball!
Thank you for calling them fancy.
Oh,
little
she's
rocks.
smart.
It's the nicest thing anyone
So-
said about my rocks.
Technically, I only have
That's
2 animate dead spells, and I believe I can only do it 1 spell per creature. So I can get 2 of them. I can do the hobgoblins, like the bigger ones, or I can do some of the little goblins.
I'll
good
say
to
that
me.
you can get either 2 hobgoblins, or we'll freestyle a spell. You can get 4 little ones.
Idea. I remember I was in a community theater show of The Wizard of Oz
Of course you were.
when I was 14. And I still remember some of the choreography for the Munchkins. Because I was a Munchkin.
You know, I
could teach that to the trolls.
I
mean
think-
the goblins.
I think, maybe we should let the dancer do the choreography.
I was also in The Wizard of Oz, but as a ballet and not as a community theater play.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, psychic damage. Ooh.
That's even better.
Kind of trashy community.
That's not what I said.
That's what you meant.
We felt that, honestly. Everybody here. I feel like I need to take some psychic damage right now.
Yeah. You know what? Some of the drag queens turned around and they were like,
Yeah.
It's a good thing Soren's microdosing. It just went right over his head.
I just salute them.
All right, what do we want to do? 4 little ones or 2 big ones?
4 little ones we have to.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, then that's the Cowardly Lion. And
I thought they were the
and the
Munchkins.
Scarecrow.
Where did?
Dorothy.
Why are we doing?
Fairies and the
We're
trolls.
doing fairies and trolls.
Right.
Yes. Let's stay.
Some of them could
Okay.
be fairies.
Dorothy meets the troll.
No. Okay,
Right, let's
go
go get
help me
the
come help me
goblins.
get the bones.
Sure, let's get the bones. And we can talk
I'm
about
gonna
it
get-
on the way.
4 sets of bones. We'll
Okay.
carry 2 each.
so you guys have about an hour to prep, and it takes you, I'm gonna say, you're able to find someone with a wagon. They take you on down, they bring you on back. You cover up the goblin bodies so that they don't ask what you're grabbing. And they're able to bring you back, but that eats away about a half an hour of your time. So now you've only got about a half an hour, so I'm going to allow you time if you want makeup, costumes, or other things like that. I'm going to allow you to do 3 more things.
Will the performance advantage be used up because it's that hour? Like it was good for
You
an
may
hour?
use it for the performance.
Okay.
Well, I think while she's doing makeup, I can be teaching choreography.
Okay. So that's your first 10 minutes.
I'll be looking for costumes.
Okay. What
Wait,
kind of
maybe I should
costumes
look
are
for
you
costumes.
getting?
Yeah, what song are we playing? What are we
Never
gonna
mind, Soren is
do?
looking for
He
costumes.
wants to be the sponsor next year. The Pink Pony Grub.
Uh-huh.
So we should do Pink Pony Club.
With fairies and trolls?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
okay.
just change club to grub and
I'm a mortician, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave this all to, I'm gonna take care of the dead. I'll leave this all to you.
Yeah, you've got a bag full of floppy dead goblins to decorate.
It's my favorite thing. I'm just like, this is my happy place.
So Soren is looking for costumes that we can use to replicate the Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
But why the Wizard of Oz?
Oh, sorry.
go with.
We're gonna send. Yeah. Do you need me to go? If you're working on
yeah,
the
she
music,
I'm gonna
I'll go with
sit
him.
here and
Okay.
get in this.
So I'm looking
Norma.
Soren's looking for ruby slippers. Number
No.
one. Wait, actually,
We are doing fairies
Do we not want ruby
around
slippers?
trolls.
Can you 2 roll opposed performance checks?
I get disadvantage on everything because of what I
Oh my.
That is
I rolled
a
a
15. So
So Soren's
we are
like,
doing
no,
fairies
ruby slippers.
and trolls. Sweetie.
Okay, so you got a 15.
Okay.
Fairies and trolls.
Are you trying to find costumes for you guys or just for the the trolls.
I think we're fancy enough, so I think just the like goblins, so we can dress them up as like.
Who's being the troll though? Who's cast as
What
them?
if we did the goblins as little trolls and we
Multiple
were
trolls.
fairies?
Oh, the
With a-
fairies.
But Soren could be the father troll with his troll children.
Why don't you work on the lighting and the effects?
That is a great idea.
I thought you wanted to be a fairy.
I did want to be a fairy too, but I'll be a fairy.
So,
You're a fairy troll.
so you're
Yeah,
looking for costumes.
Lovely.
Okay,
All
fairy
right.
troll,
I'm
that
gonna go
troll
look.
Okay,
children.
so
Soren, I have
That's from his
back.
previous troll relationship.
Soren with his nat one, which is a good bad roll. He finds a troll costume and he comes back and it looks like Poppy from the movie Trolls, like the little pink troll doll with her little bejeweled belly button. He finds like a pink makeup, a big pink wig, like a pink
Amazing.
little poofy outfit. This is what Soren finds.
And like a massive jewel to stick in the belly button piercing.
I don't know if you need a massive jewel. You
I haven't
probably
used it in a
brought one
long
from
time.
home.
Yeah, you've got all those rocks.
Yeah, they're like, do you want the jewel to complete the look? He's like, no, I've already got it.
Okay, and you
I
find.
got a 15.
Are you looking for fairy costumes, troll costumes?
Fairy costume. Fairy
We're gonna make them look like
You
trolls.
find a few little foofy flowery dresses. You find 4 little foofy flowery dresses. They're all different colors. It's so cute. And you find little like petal hats and little fake wings.
Lovely.
That's so adorable. I love that.
Do we feel ready? Or
I feel like
In my getting ready, I'm trying to hold the rock that Soren gave me to see if there's anything there because I'm a little shaken from walking. It wasn't music, but it didn't go well at the runway.
Okay.
I love
Did
that.
you cast any spells on these rocks?
No.
So
They
He's
don't-
gonna
they don't need
cast-
spells.
he's gonna cast light.
how
and
about
it's
you
gonna
roll?
bounce off.
You roll insight, and I want you to try to roll low.
The only,
try and roll well?
The
Yeah,
only magics
low.
the rocks
Oh,
need
low. You
were
want me
given
to
them by
roll
nature.
low?
roll low.
Come on. You can do this. Do you want one of my dice that's been rolling bad?
Oh, good.
A 7.
Okay. With a 7, in this moment, it's very fortunate you are just dumb enough to fall for the placebo of the rock, and you do feel better.
He was right.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
no.
Soren has pulled his agate skull from his pocket like he does before every performance, and he's like holding it, and then he like looks over at you and winks, and then he puts it back in his mouth.
No way. Okay.
Alrighty. So, I want you guys to finalize your plan, and then we'll go through some of the drag queens' performances, and then you guys will be up last. So, take a minute now to decide what you're gonna do, and then you'll kind of talk me through the show. Okay?
Okay.
So I have the fairy costumes for the goblins. Are we doing fairies and trolls? Because yes.
Are
I
we
thought they were the trolls and we were the fairies.
Well, I found 4 little little fairy costumes. Then our dear Soren, Mr. Rock Guy, just found this lovely number right here.
Father Troll.
Father
Oh
Troll.
my.
Are you Father Troll? And they're the fairies?
Yes. and then you guys are fairies. Well, because they're my little troll children.
Yeah, the goblins are his troll children.
Okay.
And then you have the dance.
We've got the dance.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
you-
Wait, are we in costumes or we're not in costumes?
You found 4 fairy
Oh, yeah,
costumes,
you guys are in
so
fairy
Do we
costumes.
want to be in fairy costumes?
Let's be in fairy costumes.
Let's be in fairy
Okay.
costumes. All right, so they'll be the trolls,
Uh-huh.
and we'll be the fairies,
Perfect.
and we'll have the choreography. I'll do a backflip.
Okay, so music first, and then y'all come out.
Enter the fairies.
I'm gonna do prestidigitation to get rid of the smell of the corpses, so it smells really flowery and fresh.
Amazing.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, I will cast light before you guys go on to illuminate the space. Soren will also go through and put a bunch of lighted rocks around the perimeter to create the fairy ring.
Okay.
And then dance, you do the backflip.
Or
You
whole
meet-
tumbling pants.
Yeah, the whole tumbling, and you keep the music going, and then we all end with like our sassiest.
A death drop.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good.
And
Have
then
the
the goblins
corpses
can drop
I just stopped the spell. I just stopped.
Because, yeah, right, goblins all did drop. Perfect.
Love.
Except what are we going to do with them when the number's over? We just let them.
Are the trolls and the fairies dancing together? Or what's the narrative here? I'm picturing the fairies gathering to frolic on Midsummer Night's Eve. And then the trolls arrive and they want to participate in the festivities. But they are trolls, so they're not very good at it. So the fairies, then what happens?
Can dance together in a circle
Okay.
on the stage.
We work through our
So,
differences. It's
yeah.
a hope. It's an optimistic
It's an
performance.
optimistic message.
I think the choreographer could also
I can
into
shed a
that.
little light on
Oh,
this.
yeah, of course.
So it's like two sides, you know, the fairies doing one thing and the trolls are doing another, and then they come together at the end and dance together. It's like unity and friendship and that sort of thing.
But
And then we all
Then
do a death
everyone
drop.
dies at the end.
And we could do, instead of like a
It's like
death drop, it
Cunty,
could be like
right?
sleep.
Do you know what a death drop?
So that's when.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like lift your leg in the air and then you just
Fall
fall.
on the ground.
I bet you those queens over there might do something similar.
I wish Megan
They
Centauri
probably
was
would.
here for that. I'd love to see a centaur do a dead trap.
One of the girls turns around and goes, "You don't know what Megan the Centaurian would do."
Why don't we do something a little different? And instead of doing a drop, we do a lift.
Dead lift?
It
See, it's
doesn't
like-
have to be a dead lift.
I'm
Do a
pretty
lift.
strong. I can lift whoever we need to.
There we go.
I thought you were saying dead drop and like, you know, you like drop it low, you know, like, you know, like.
Or we could have the fairies bearing up the trolls at the end.
The
And
twins
lift
come over and they
them
go,
out.
"It's time."
All right,
Sorry.
all right.
Okay.
Uh,
You guys queue up backstage. You're the last act. We have the judges
We're
here.
the last one.
Okay.
Yes, and you're
Okay.
backstage, and you kind of feel reminiscent of the fashion show earlier. All the people trickle in, and they get in their seats, and they're all, and then someone's like, "I heard Bardia Eilish dropped out this year." No, you're kidding. And they're all whispering, and then 3 judges take their place, and you notice the judges are dressed kind of familiarly. They're dressed sort of like a more plague doctor-y version of Yvette. And there are 3 of them, and they all sit right in the front row. Something more like a lab coat, right? And not quite the masks, but still the little glasses. And the twins come on stage, and they go, "Oh, now welcome to the stage, our first performer, Feminine Amathon." And she comes out and she does a lovely little number to a song by Lady Gargoyle. And she flops.
Oh.
She does a really bad job.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought she was going to be good.
She comes out and she does her number, but then at the end she has a wardrobe malfunction and the back of her pants rip open and she has to scoot off stage, and it's really embarrassing. So she flops.
Tragic.
And the twins come on, they're like, I don't know. Looks like there's still some crumbs left on the stage. I don't know if she ate for sure. But welcome to the stage, Gwen Staff on me. And Gwen comes out and she does okay. It's, you know, the typical song and dance. She's got a beautiful costume. She takes off like the robe and there's like a bedazzled leotard underneath. So that's pretty exciting. The people get pretty excited about that. And then Olivia Rodrigo comes out and she does pretty good. She's kind of the new up and coming, so people really like her, right? So she's doing some new fresh moves. She does like a jump into a split. People really like it. They're pretty excited. And then they're about to bring you on. They go, did you guys decide on like a group name, or should we introduce you individually?
We want a group name.
The Trufferys.
Yep. The
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
And they say,
Why
and
not?
new. Do you guys like that I'm talking in my freaking apple pencil? Bristol leaves an audience. She goes, yes! And then people are like, oh, listen. A group, okay. And you guys come out on stage, and as the DM, I'm gonna hang up my narrative hat and turn it over to you guys. Paint me a beautiful picture.
Okay, so Soren would have to come out first in his father troll costume to set the stage and put the glowing rocks around it.
Okay.
And the music would come out with him.
We're making up a little intro.
And then Soren is going to cast light.
And I'm gonna
Instrumental.
cast prestidigitation.
Light, I got a 19.
Okay, so your lights are beautiful. And throughout this, I'm gonna have you make checks. And I'm gonna mark down whether or not they are pass or fail, and that will contribute to your final score. So do you want to roll for the music? And you can have advantage on this roll because it is your performance roll.
Oh, I forget. I'm doing disadvantage because of my drinks. So never mind. It was a 10 for the light.
Okay, still pretty good. Still pretty good.
27.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, Supernova.
Supernova in the house.
Yeah.
She plays the most beautiful little song. It's so good that people almost feel emotional for Paw Patrol. People don't really get it, but then the music starts and they're like, oh, and like it clicks. So that's you two, and then continue the scene.
I will say prestidigitation is a cantrip, so I don't roll for it.
Okay, awesome. And what were you doing to get rid of the stink?
Of the corpse goblin.
I'm gonna have that be, it'll just negate any negatives from the corpses.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Probably also like clean up any blood that might be.
I'm a good mortician, you know. I
So
etched
do
them
you wanna
up,
roll
and
performance for me
good.
for how you fashioned these goblins?
even with a disguise kit. Because
If you want to roll performance to see if you get an extra boost.
Okay. Ooh, not bad. 14.
14? Okay. So the goblins take stage.
Yes.
All right, so I send the goblins on, and they do their little choreography around Paw Patrol.
So now the trolls are frolic.
Do I imagine, like, you know, like little girl dance recital? Like you're sending them on, you're behind stage, like,
Yep.
I'm literally behind the stage telling them what I'm like looking at you, and you're like, and
Yep. I'm like whispering into her ear, and she's like,
I'm like the mom in front who's doing the dance, you know?
the little girls remember. And you're also there, like,
I'm like, drop it low.
shake smiles.
Shake that booty.
Yeah.
You want to roll
Sexier.
for your choreography.
I'd love to roll performance. My choreography. That is a.
That was on, yeah.
22.
All right, nice.
And then once they've kind of done their little segue, the music kind of ebbs for a second, and then the fairies come on, and the lights maybe twinkle just a tiny bit as the fairies start to do their dance.
Cool. And you're one of the fairies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my little like tumbling pass, and I'm gonna do like a back walk over into like an aerial and something like that.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Thank you. I was gonna ask. I was like, what if we did acrobatics instead of performance?
When the fairies come out, can I add lyrics to them?
Oh.
Yes, queen.
Yes, you may, but you'll need to roll another performance check
Okay.
for how good your lyrics are.
That is a 24.
Wow. Stunning.
Wow, she's good at that.
Those are pointed.
Yes.
You get great air. It's beautiful. Okay, and you start singing.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore these crazy visions in me in Bristleton. And I heard there's a special place where the boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Earth. Here in Bristleton, I swear it's calling me. Bust into the pink pony grub.
I see you. I love it. All right, roll me a performance check.
Did she get extras with this?
I know. I think.
It was used up,
She used that.
but it is a 24.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
We love a bard.
We love a bard.
I will do a turning pass around the stage. So Shanae PKs into a forte section.
Oh.
How many plays do you hit?
Let's say We'll do 8, but the 8th one is a double.
The ballerina's at home are gabagool. That's specifically for the little ballerinas at home.
We love you, ballerina.
We love ballerina. This is the only Dungeons & Dragons podcast that is pro-ballerina.
Yeah, really though.
And I will stand by that. Okay, do you want to roll another check for that?
Sure.
That'll be acrobatics.
Sure. We love us some acrobatics.
And everyone gets to do one more thing, if you'd like.
Oh, let's go.
25.
Hey.
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
She's in her element. She is, after all, a principal
You seem actually
ballerina.
happy to be here for once.
Yeah.
Like the first time.
Like, this is what I do for work.
Who knew Tree Girl had like that?
Yeah. Whoa, girl.
Okay, is there, how do you guys wrap this number up?
With a lift.
A final lift where
Final lift.
Father Troll and the leader of the Fairy Queen.
How strong are these little
I'm
goblins?
crazy strong. I will lift whoever.
Whatever
so we
their
should have
stat
the
is.
fairies lift.
Okay.
So the children of Father
Wait, one
Troll
second, one
lift the
second, one
fairy.
second. This was what I had in my head beforehand, but I'm really curious to see if it could actually work.
Okay, let me check. The goblins have -1 strength.
So I can lift a goblin.
Yeah, we should just all lift the gods.
Just all lift
They
the
are
goblins.
small,
They
so-
are small. So we can
Okay.
lift the goblins
Great.
off.
So Soren will say, I must gather my children. And he'll like hold out his arms like this, and all the
We'll
children
make my
trolls will
mama
start.
proud.
And all the child trolls will start like gathering it, so that we can like lift them.
Okay.
And then run out. Oh no, and then do a pose. Like
yeah,
a,
and then,
yeah,
like
pose.
standing on our shoulders, like
Will you make
Through
an
like a
athletics check for the group for lifting these little goblins?
Oh,
Him?
no.
Him.
oh.
Because I knew it would make you mad.
Roll so high.
all right.
Both
Soren's
times.
feeling good. He's feeling good. He's like he microdosed before he came. He's got that drink thundering in his face.
What can I aid him?
Can we
to negate
use the help action, please?
Yeah.
If you could explain to me how you would help him with this,
That's a net.
I'll let you have it. You
Soren, I love you.
in the air. Actually, can you tell me what a nat 20 looks like for this lift?
So Soren's picturing gathering up all of his troll children
All
in
four
his
of them?
arms and holding them like a loving father. Yeah.
Just
So so he gestures, with his arms, right? He holds his arms open and like his gem. So he's like holding his arms open, and the trolls like gather, and he like starts gathering them up, and then he like throws them up in the air like this. But they all land perfectly, so that they're stacked in a pyramid, stretching out on his shoulders. And then he just like flares out like this and flexes his abs, so like belly gem twinkles.
And then I gesture for everyone to just line up 2 and 2 on each side, just so you know, like a little angled pose.
As Pink Pony Club fades in the
there are
background.
So everyone knows, like, Jarom in real life is stone cold sober. This is just from the heart. That's just from your heart.
That's what I want to give
One day, your little beautiful son.
Beautiful child is going to watch this, and he's gonna be like, Dad, do the lift. Paw Patrol.
You're Paw Patrol.
I'm doing child troll.
Not Paw Patrol, though.
Okay. Someone roll a d20.
You roll.
Oh yeah.
You roll. You've been rolling well.
Actually, wait. So in other shows, they might have like the box of doom. Okay. And I wanted a special box to roll in. So I brought a wee little heart-shaped jewelry box for you to roll, special roll in. So you can pass that down. Be careful, it's a little sharp on the bottom because I dropped it on the concrete.
Okay. So it might hurt you.
It might cut you.
That's why it's the box
Okay.
of doom.
Oh, that's a 9.
Well, here's the good thing. I need 13 d4 rolls.
Whoa.
13. Do we all want to do some?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Go ahead, just keep track of your totals. And now on 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4.
Whoa!
12,
Wow.
16,
Oh my
17,
goodness.
18, 19. That's 20 for me.
Wow.
All right. And what'd you get?
6.
And what'd you get?
5.
5.
8.
8. Okay, let's see. So, with a grand total of, drum roll please. Well, that has everything else. Too late. 57!
All right.
When you finish, there is a hush over the audience. And Bristly goes. And she takes to her feet and the audience starts clapping. People are crying. People are crying. A woman from the front audience is holding a baby and she goes, I'm glad my son got to see this. People are weeping. People are screaming. People are throwing flowers. Like, and the twins come out and one of them is like inconsolable, like sobbing, like emotionally moved. And the other one goes, and the whole line's like, what, Frank, what are you guys called?
The trufferys.
We're the trufferys.
The trufferys. They not only ate, they like 9, like it was so good. You guys. And they bring you out this big golden fork to go. Here is your reward.
I ignore the fork and I step forward and scoop the flowers off the ground and do, you know, like the classic ballet curtsy.
There's like a little girl halfling. It's like, I want to be you when I grow up.
And I take one of the flowers and I just like press it to my lips and then I throw it to her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm gonna hold this fork and cry and big time. Mama, it may not be Julia.
And there's a man with bristly and you know, he's got a sash and a hat and a mustache. That's how you know he's the mayor.
The mustache for sure.
And he's like, someone get a portrait. These people, we need this in City Hall. This is the most moving, beautiful art performance that has ever been brought to Bristleton. Ever. Thank you. Who are those little children that dance with you?
I'm gonna tell my goblins to hide somewhere because the spell lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell them to hide
They're
somewhere.
not still standing on Soren's shoulder.
No, they
Okay.
The goblins, let's say the goblins like gleefully like skip out the front door
Cool.
and then they just start running back
Okay.
to their camp where they
So-
were dead.
Yes.
They're my children.
Oh, so you have 4 beautiful dancers.
Yeah, mom and dad.
Wow.
Trick is to enroll them.
Yeah.
Wow. Where do you take them for such dance?
private lessons with me.
Yes.
Oh.
Private lessons. I'm like, ugh.
That's beautiful. Well, you are now my guests. You are the man's guests in Bristleton. I so gratefully appreciate all of you. This was touching. What do you call that performance?
Adequate.
Is that what it's called? What you would say about it? Because if that's just...
Oh, like the title of the piece.
great crowd.
Yeah, they should cater next year.
We should get it next year.
He wanted to call it the Warlock of Flaws, but
Wonderful. Well, we, you know what? We dinner at the Pink Pony Grub on me tonight for all of you. You shall have the hero's feast.
thank you so much.
I'm starving.
It was an absolute pleasure. And I'm sure anyone in any of our booths at the Festival of Beauty would be happy to help. Happy to help.
Do we, since we won, get to meet,
Imogen?
Imogen?
Well, you know, she's very private. Not very many get to meet her, but I mean, I could certainly ask the clerics up at the temple, but they're very reserved. They say that her beauty is too much for some people.
We just really want to dedicate our performance to Imogen.
This is a festival in her honor.
Yeah, we feel like it would be more personal if we personally dedicated it to Imogen.
Well,
Could we at least go to the temple?
Here's the thing. I'm just the mayor of this town, and I don't know if any of you have heard of, we have this, rite called the separation of church and state. So, I'm just the governing mayor. I don't like control with God, right? We can understand.
I'm not sure I've ever heard of that, honestly.
You know,
weird.
It's kind of niche to our little town. But we do have the temple. I could take you there and give you an introduction. But I cannot guarantee that they will let you in.
We would really appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm sure that.
Well, you enjoy the festival. And how about later tonight? We all meet at the Pink Pony's Grub. We'll do dinner, and I'll take you up to the temple then.
Sounds great.
Fine.
Fantastic.
Alrighty, well, you are all such beautiful artists. You especially, your music, that moved me. The Pink Pony's Grub, that was so beautiful. Reminded me of a little songstress that came through town named Chapel Gnome. She was delightful. That one's stolen. The others were mine. Chapel Gnome is somebody else's. But that was beautiful. You enjoy any of the beauty services we have here. Not that any of you need it, but you enjoy it.
Like waxing?
Actually, I've been eating a Brazilian.
My daughter Brixley did tell me about you, and I am choosing to separate the art from the artist. So, you are not welcome near my daughter. Thank you for the beautiful art and for what's inside your heart and soul. But you are not welcome to the waxing services of Christie. Bless your heart, though. And, you know, as you leave, people are like, that was so good. Thank you so much for coming to our town. We thought Megan and Centaurian was the best performer there ever was, but you guys, you blew her out of the water.
Be sure to tell her that Supernova is here, I guess.
Yeah, Supernova is the big name in town now.
Name, yeah. Better watch out for her.
Okay, she's got the equine flu right now, so she can't be here. But
That doesn't sound good.
no, it's not very good. But you know, you guys have fun. Have fun. Go play dress up. It's beautiful out there. You need to go. You need to go to one of the doctor's tents. Those are where the magic really happens.
Who were the judges for all of this?
Oh, well, they're three of the doctors from the beauty tents.
Oh, should we go see the doctors at the... Do we get, like, free services?
I can give you a voucher.
Oh. Can I get a few for my goblin corpses?
Your what?
I mean...
Beautiful children.
Yeah, our children.
They're badly in need of cosmetic
I
surgery.
heard the millennials calling them crotch goblins. Are we calling them corpse goblins now?
Yeah, I messed it up. My crotch goblin.
Oh, you little kids. Okay. You want to take them?
Yes.
Sure. Here's the vouchers.
So I think we should go to the doctor's tents. Who agrees? Right now?
Let's go.
Okay. Amazing.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go up to Soren.
Go ahead.
I believe.
Oh dear.
Your path to the totality has begun.
I've never performed that well in my life.
You sounded amazing. It was great. Wonderful. Did you use the...
I did. I held it.
Isn't it amazing?
I thought you were crazy, but now I
Oh, we have 2 rock people now.
That's what
We're all
everybody
crazy.
says. I'm glad it worked.
Literally.
Every performance. Just give it a little rubbing.
Oh, all right. Moving on.
Soul, body, in alignment, right? Works.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna head to the
Now I have
doctor's
some
tent.
psilocybin questions.
What will we not do?
I would like
today?
to take him by the ear
And
and
drag
drag him.
Well, right now his
Doctor's
inhibitions are low, so he comes right along. And you find your way. You ask around because like there's nothing like clearly labeled like the doctor's tent. And you find one. It's the closed tents. And there's 2 slits right to the close, and there's someone waiting with like a little clipboard in the front on one side, and then there's a slit on the back with a little tie keeping it shut. So do you go up to the person at the front of the tent, or what do you do?
Yeah, I show the vouchers.
Oh, you got some vouchers. I heard about your performance.
Thank you.
I didn't get to see it firsthand, but even just hearing about it, it was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. Someone's going to paint it, frame by frame.
I never want to go home.
It was touching. So yeah, good on you for these vouchers. So you're here to see one of the doctors, yes? What kind of service were you looking to get done?
What are our options?
I can do anything.
Like what? Like anything what?
Like cosmetic?
Oh, yeah. You know, if you want your skin a little nicer, if you want your jawline, if you want some better, like your eyes a little bigger, your brows a little higher, you know, whatever you want.
Yeah, actually, I've got some wrinkles. That'd be great. Just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
like-
a little bit of
a little Botox.
Botox.
Oh, what do you use?
Well, I don't know, but it helps.
Some
a lot.
Kybella
Yeah,
under my chin.
Someone's in there right now getting work done. So there are gonna be a few more minutes. So if you just want to sit tight,
I would like to sneak around to the back of the tent and peek in the tide end.
Yeah.
What if we just tell the person in there to leave? We are
well,
the
that would be
referees.
really. I know that you are the fairies, but you know they're paying customers. They're in the care of a professional. We can't just yoink them out. Plus, who knows what they would look like, right?
Right.
Okay. If you want to roll me a sleight of hand check.
That is 13.
13. You are not noticed. Can you also roll me an Arcana check?
There's nobody like screaming inside that tent.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. So you notice, you get the feeling, it's almost like an electric fence. Like there's a barrier that you can't see. You're able to glimpse through it, sort of like, you know those like mirrors that are like two-way mirrors, and if you stand at the right angle, you'll be able to see through it. It's something like that. It's not tangible, but you know you're not able to reach through, but you're able to catch a glimpse. And you see one of those doctors dressed similarly to how Yvette was dressed. And they've got the glasses off now, but they're wearing like a medicinal mask. And there is a young gentleman laid on the table, laid back, who is, you cannot hear it, and you guess it's because of the barrier. But the doctor is doing some sort of very intense magic that is morphing his face, and it is very slow. And you see that the young man is like grabbing onto the chair, like screaming in agony. As like his nose goes from like slightly ridged to like perfectly flat, but like very slowly, as if someone is like working with clay to put his nose back in place. And then afterwards, he's like out of breath, like in agony, and the doctor pats him on his shoulder, and then you all see the doctor pokes his head out and goes, and closes it. And the woman at the front goes, oh, okay, so they're just wrapping up in there, you know, like, the patient's got to do a little recovery, and then it'll be your turn. You'll be ready.
Perfect. So can they make hair grow in instead of out?
What?
Like, can they make hair disappear?
Scissors.
Like waxing.
Yeah, like wax?
Like wax.
Magic.
I guess.
Like never grow again?
Forever wax.
Oh, sure,
Laser hair
sure.
removal.
Like hit laser hair removal.
But what it should be instead of what it is, which is so gross back. Goodness.
I sneaked back around to the front of the tent as though I'd never been gone, and I said, you don't want to go in there.
They said they could do laser hair removal.
Well, I never said we had lasers, but we can remove your hair.
They can remove our hair.
You need to sit through torture for it.
Well, I mean, waxing isn't easy.
Are you into that?
What if we, can you just give us a minute and we'll just go to the side here? What are you talking about?
I mean, I just was curious about the procedure, so I took a little dip around and peeked inside.
Oh, sneaky lady.
It's magicked, so you can't hear it, but I'm pretty sure he was screaming, the patient. in there.
Why? What were they doing?
Bloody murder. What were they doing?
He was being bloody murdered.
Not murdered, but he was screaming like he was.
Is this like what Joe was doing to Soren earlier in the wax tent?
Worse.
That was pretty bad.
No, far worse.
Worse?
No. Oh, that's pretty bad.
So I'm just going to say this now. Whatever it is that each of you is thinking of doing to yourselves, you're fine the way you are.
Maybe we should see what the patient looks like when they come out.
Right, because it's not about the pain of the procedure, but the results of it.
Correct.
And at that moment, the young man walks out of the front of the tent, and he has like a perfectly sculpted Roman nose. And he's like, and he's like strutting.
He don't look like he's being tortured to me. That's a fine schnoz.
Ew.
And the woman looks over and goes, well, the booth is open now, so if any of you
Who'd
wanna.
like to go first?
Soren, do you want to go?
Sorry, sir.
Soren, do you want to go?
I need my Brazilian.
Can I? This might be risky though. Can I have one of my children go in?
Oh, that's a good idea. Send the kid
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, and see what.
So we have this hideous 10-year-old up here who needs a lot of work. I'm sure you can agree.
No, listen. Okay, my parents, bless their hearts, they started me on this stuff at birth. That's why I can't move my eyebrows.
That's good parenting.
Yeah,
Your eyebrows are very nicely arranged.
I know. They're really good.
You can't move them at all.
So, I don't, no judgment. No judgment. So, and plus when they're so young, they won't remember.
Exactly, yeah. That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to be in there with
Agreed.
them. You know,
That's true.
the you know,
are.
guardian.
They'll have to fill out the consent form as well then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Consent to what?
To letting them operate on my child.
They're not looking ugly anymore.
So what's your kiddo's name?
What is your kiddo's name? I would also like to know.
Yeah, what do we name him?
Jimmy.
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 Aw.
Short for James.
Yes.
James. Beautiful. And what's your last name?
Bean.
Jimmy Bean.
James Bean.
Well, Jimmy Bean. Good sausage, okay?
What did you just say about your son? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Look, it's been a rough marriage. Okay? We had kids way too early.
It sounded fun at the time.
Yeah, you know, we were trying to stay early.
So James. So his name is James Sausage.
Yes.
Yeah. instead.
Okay, and what are you
Just
looking to have
turned
done on him?
Everything.
Okay.
Can we do like skin grafting on his face to make it like all the same color? Like, you know, because like he has some like discoloration kind of everywhere.
Some like rosacea?
Yeah, but it's like a little bit more green and like purpley. Yeah.
Come here, Mama.
Yeah. Tell me.
If your son is half orc, you can tell me. We don't have to tell your husband.
Okay.
I'm actually an 8th orc.
Oh, I understand.
It's a recessive
Sometimes
gene.
those orc genes can come through. You get a little bit of splotchiness.
It skipped the last
Some
3
people-
generations.
Some people like it, but you know, if you want to deal with that, here.
And a new nose.
You know what? I'll
Yeah,
make
we
this
gotta do
easy
the
for
nose.
you.
The nose has to.
Yes. And no hair?
Do you want to see
hair,
Do you want to see the
From the neck
Uggo
down,
book?
no.
The Uggo book?
The Uggo book. Yeah, let me show you. And she pulls out, and you know how like back in the day when you'd go to the hair salon, they'd like have the magazine with all the haircuts. She hands you a book, and it's full of different faces, like perfectly beautiful structured faces. She's like, you can just pick one from the book, like, you know. It's kind of mean, but we call it the Uggo book because, you know, like some people you just gotta start over.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
very
like
true.
yeah, I think that's what's happening here, unfortunately, with little Jimmy.
I like this one. That one.
Yeah, that's a great one. Let's just go with this full package right here.
The full package. Oh, let me see. Oh, the little hunk package.
The little hunk.
I love that one. That is a fan favorite. There are about 4 little boys at our school who have this exact face. It's wonderful. They all love it. Okay, well, where is the little guy?
I'm gonna tell him to come up.
Oh, you gotta go get him?
He's coming.
Okay, we can hold it for about 10 more minutes for you.
Jimmy.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
You hear little corpsey goblin feet. It's like kind of wet.
Ah, there he is now.
Coming flopping up. She's like,
Still in the troll.
Lord.
I told you, he's ugly.
And that little boy reeks.
Well,
I'm gonna
you
do
know,
prestidigitation.
To make him distinct. You know, a lot of moms are doing that on their tweens these days.
Yeah, you know, it's honestly can't do without it these
Can't do
days.
without it. People swear by it. Okay. Well, little Jimmy, do you want to go in for the surgery? Are you okay with that?
So yes, Jimmy.
And then Zoran will just get behind Jimmy and say,
Yes! I would love to get my face redone because I'm ugly.
Oh, sweetheart.
we
You're
told
not
him-
ugly.
We told him to be honest.
You just need some help. Okay? And here, if you could fill out the consent form for me. And it is
Do we
also
not
in
even
strange
want to
words.
know what's on said consent form?
Didn't I ask that like 15 minutes ago before this whole thing started?
Obviously, it says I give you consent. Let's sign it.
Do we want to read through?
Yeah, let's read it. It's in a language we can't
Really?
see.
I can tell you what's on
Okay.
it. It's just consenting to any spells, adjurations, alterations. I almost said castration. That's not how.
No,
That's not how they
Well, I mean,
maybe
if
no.
Jimmy wants it.
It's acknowledging that there will be some pain involved. It acknowledges that any kind of magic can be used at any time for the safety of the procedure.
See, nothing scary.
Nothing really.
I think Jimmy will be okay.
I think Jimmy will love his new face. Do you all want Jimmy to be ugly forever?
No, I think Jimmy deserves a new face.
Right.
Yeah, give us 1 second. This is a big decision for Jimmy.
It's like a polycule parenting.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I love that. Good
Yes.
It takes a village.
Especially for Jimmy.
Are we worried about these guys discovering that's a dead goblin?
That is a risk.
No. Oh, well, perhaps, yeah, measures should be taken.
But I'm curious, I really want to see what kind of magic they're using. So if I go in there and they operate on Jimmy, I can use detect magic. And they have to tell me what school of magic it is.
Right, and if we discover that he's dead, then we can sue them for malpractice.
What?
Sue them for malpractice.
sit there. It's malpractice.
Exactly.
Well, are you
Like
guys?
he was alive when
Are
he
you
came
guys
in.
ready? You can't hold it much longer.
Yes, we're absolutely ready.
Sure, let's do.
Okay. Okay, just little Jimmy and Mom then. Come on.
Okay.
Could I come too?
Could you also sign the consent form?
Biological father, I feel like I need to be in there.
Okay. You didn't need to say you were his biological father. No one is saying anything. And you can just sign the bottom of the form.
Of course.
Oh,
So I
wait
just,
a
like,
minute. If you have to sign the consent form, that means the magic can be used on you.
Thank you
are
for signing the
consenting
form,
to.
and you both go.
This is consent for Jimmy, who's getting the procedure, right?
And you
Essentially, your name on the form.
And in they go. And about 15 minutes pass. And then Soren and Lav emerge. With little Jimmy. Who is now a corpse, but he kind of looks like handsome Squidward. Like he's got like...
They just slammed his face with a door over it.
And you come out, and both of you try and remember what happened in there. And there seems to just be a 15-minute gap in your memory.
So we got in there, and then what did happen?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's all fuzzy.
Do I look the same?
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, that's hinky. We should
I know I still
check
look
it
half.
out.
There might
Do you still have hair?
memory.
Oh, so
You open up your chest. You have the most chiseled abs you've ever had in your life. Perfectly hairless, like dolphin smooth.
Dolphin smooth. Okay. Did I get the Brazilian?
You
check?
are everywhere except for your head, smooth. Dolphin
Perfect.
smooth.
Awesome. Oh, they even left the hairs on top of my feet. Thank goodness. I love those hairs.
You're dolphin smooth.
Right, we look the same?
Yeah, you look the same. Unless you think that there's anything Lab would have asked for.
Yeah. I would have got my smile lines removed and my under eye bags removed.
And Lab looks like 5 years younger. Glowy. Youthful.
I'm so glad that I'm a hairless man now.
Oh my god, but they did stuff to us and we don't remember it.
Right.
That's concerning.
That is concerning.
That is, and you said they were screaming.
Yes. And I'm
Where's that?
assuming.
Where's the
Where's the doctor?
consent
Can we
form?
talk to the doctor?
Signed.
Could we get a copy of that consent?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here you go.
Great.
That we can't
I mean,
read.
So we'll
That's
just take
part
it.
of it. I mean,
That's part of it.
yeah, I mean, no one ever said it feels good. So that's why they take your memories of it away. So you don't remember.
That's one of the most humane medical procedures I've ever had.
Jesus.
Could we speak to the doctor? I don't like getting medical procedures done without having met the person that's gonna do
I
them.
don't really like talking to people. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a damn shame.
Weren't they the judges at the performance? We just want to talk to them about it. Thank
Well,
them.
They can't tell you anything because of HIPAA.
Soren.
And
know
the
that they
good
have that
news
here.
is neither of you have your tonsils or your appendix anymore. So you two are good to go.
I wonder if I can sing better.
Oh, thank you. Should we go talk to the mayor, maybe? Or get to
The
dinner?
mayor sent us to the beauty tents.
Wasn't
they're
there
the
going to be a
judges.
feast to celebrate
They're-
the beauty contest? Well, maybe we could go there.
Sneaky lady.
I don't see what the problem is with all this movie
What
investigating.
There's gotta be a way we can sneak back there and talk to the doctor, or at least see. Maybe when they're on a break. Does doctors ever go on a break? Just a random question.
Hold on, we could send little Jimmy in.
We could send them.
Right.
To the
He was just in the tent.
And what's just Jimmy going to tell you when he comes back out?
Nothing.
Okay, does anybody have a
Yes,
spell
true.
that would allow us to see through little Jimmy's eyes?
I just reanimate them.
Dang it.
Lovely Miss Receptionist, I did not get your name.
My name?
Yeah.
McKinley.
Oh my god, what a B names.
Spelled like McKinley.
Brickinlay.
All right, Brickinlay. Do the doctors ever go on like breaks and stuff? We would just love, since they were the judges of our competition, we would just love to maybe buy them a drink, because they just loved our performance so much that we just
And we
made
won.
blood. And so
You know,
we
they're
just
performing medical procedures.
all the time. They don't take any breaks.
Oh.
They can't step away to
They can
celebrate
step
at
away
the
to
feast
celebrate.
that we're all
Like-
going to.
5, 10. How long would you possibly need to sneak in?
Let me ask. I can ask.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And she
Thank
pokes
you
her
so
head
much,
in.
Brickinlay. How long do you think you need to potentially sneak in there?
What am I looking for?
I don't know. Just some kind of magic something or other.
But would Amelia be able to remember when she sees it?
That's an excellent question.
Or is that
It
the
is
test?
a good question.
I do have counterspell. I don't know if that would do anything, and I would need a long rest, so we have to come back later.
Is counterspell a reaction cast? Like it has to be in the moment? You could.
Oh, it is. Yes, never mind.
Is it just Brickinlay at the entrance to the
Yeah,
tent?
I mean, there are a few others that have kind of a similar deal. There's someone standing at the front, and then the doctor is performing procedures inside.
I was hoping you could erase the memories.
But
Counter.
Bristly finds you and says, "Oh, hey, you guys!
Oh, hi.
Hey! Are you guys ready for the feast yet? It's just about to start."
Yes, I have one question for our receptionist, if
Oh,
that's okay.
yeah, sure.
How long does the procedures last?
Oh, they're permanent.
Okay.
Like forever.
Is that not what permanent means?
So if I want my hair to grow back, I
You
have
could
to
come
do another
back
procedure.
and we could, yeah.
I see.
Oh, it can be reversed? The doctors can reverse
Yeah,
it?
sure.
Oh.
I don't necessarily want my eye bags back, though, I will admit. I do look a bit younger.
Yeah, I mean, maybe my appendix, but I don't know what that would do for me.
If you want your appendix back, it is in a jar. So you have one business day to retrieve your
Oh,
appendix
hold on,
before we
man.
throw it out.
Oh, you can recover
Yeah,
it.
if you want it back, you have one business day.
Okay. Do I just go into the tent to recover
I
my
can just
skin?
go grab it for you.
I'd like my appendix and my tonsils.
I'd make that two appendix.
Do you want your sons?
Yes.
No. Oh, sure. I guess it couldn't hurt.
Why are they taking body parts?
Okay. She goes inside and she comes back out and she's got 3 jars
Is that?
full of gore and viscera that you may have.
That's mine. I'll
Add
carry
it
them.
to your inventory.
Okay.
Is
Jar
that
4.
standard
Is
to
my
take the
appendix actually in it?
tonsils and the appendix?
It's on the page, you know, most people have to get those removed at one point or another, so
Okay.
you just figure.
So,
Package deal.
Soren cracks open the jar and reaches inside and
Can you
pulls
roll-
out the
you roll a
appendix and
constitution
examines
check?
it. Okay. So I have to make sure it's my
I might need
appendix.
to do it as well. I would throw up.
It's a...
Is-
You vom.
Okay.
Is Brickinlay pretty, like, distracted by what he's doing?
Yeah, she's like, why are you,
What if they gave me the wrong appendix?
are you Bristly's creep?
I would like to sneak past and duck, like, just like peek my head into the tent.
You're gonna have to roll a really good sneak. Stealth.
Could I give her the help action so that she has advantage and like
Sure.
stand in front of the
Sure, but
desk?
bear in mind there are other people around. This is a busy festival.
I'm not trying to go in. I'm just
Trying
like,
to look?
yeah.
Okay.
That is 17.
You are caught by the doctor. First of all, sees you and like shuts the curtains, and Brickinlay looks at you and goes, "Okay, you guys, I understand a lot of people are very curious about these magical procedures, but they are proprietary magical technology. We want to keep it private. Nobody's getting hurt. We do this every year. People are fine, okay? And people ask us to do it. They come back every year. Nothing's happening. You guys are just fine."
I mean, she's right. Like, if people are consenting to it, then there's really no
You
problem.
signed a form.
What's the name of the hospital?
The hospital.
Like
The tent.
like
the company.
yeah.
We are actually part of Imogen's church.
You know today.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Well, maybe.
Are the doctors like priests for Imogen?
Sort of. The priests are kind of like, you know, the face of the operation. And you know, the face is really important. Then we have the doctors, and they do these sorts of procedures and things. So their work is kind of different.
I see. Tell us more about this as we walk to the feast. Do we all want to go to the feast?
I think
I'm
we should
not
go.
gonna come with you.
You don't want
I'm locked in. I'm a
Oh.
Would
I don't need a wax
would
anymore.
Bristly know about anything?
I'm sure Bristly and the mayor would have plenty to tell you at the feast.
Perfect.
Oh,
Let's
this
go
is
to the
working
feast.
night. Sorry, working night.
Everyone gets me really confused for Bristly, which is weird because she's a half elf and I'm a tiefling. But
Wow.
you know, we kind of have similar faces. We picked the same one from the book.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Understandable.
Might I
Oh.
suggest you have that contract in like a variety of languages?
Oh yeah, did you need something else? Did you need like Draconic, Orcish, Gnomish,
I
Tell
speak
Giant?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay, yeah, I have an Infernal copy.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Thank you.
And it's a standard consent form. It's consenting to the procedure, consenting to the modified memory spell. All that's on there.
Okay. Okay. Cool. To the feast?
To the feast.
To the feast.
Let's actually eat something. I'm so hungry.
You arrive at the Pink Pony Scrub, and there's like a buffet table set up for you. Angus is at your table with you, joining you for this big celebration. And the mayor is there, Bristly's there, and there is quite the spread. There's all these different soups, there's potatoes, there's all the fixins. Okay, so Angus goes, "There you are. I didn't know you would put on a show quite like that, but I'm really glad you did. The mayor said that I can have my own snack shack at next year's eating contest. So thank you very much, and I promised you I'd tell you what I knew about Imogen in return.
Yes, please.
So, what do you want to know? What do you need?
Well, I need some food first.
Well, take
So
yourself
then
a plate.
we'll just gather up food first.
Help yourself.
So the doctors, they're like the priests of Imogen, and they do the
Well,
procedures.
they're not quite like the priests. The priests are the clerics, so they're kind of voluntarily, they get their magic from Imogen, but the doctors are kind of on her payroll, so to speak.
What is the purpose of doing the procedures?
You know, the church, it's not been for very long, but as of late, they've been striving to achieve perfect beauty. That's their whole thing, perfect beauty. Perfect symmetry, all the right angles, all the right lines. That's sort of been the thing they're on lately.
And people, I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
And people want to do it? Like, there's no persuasion or incentive?
Well, you know, at first, many of us were turned off to the idea, you know. I want to look like myself, but, you know, some people wanted to be better, be a more perfect version of themselves, so they voluntarily did it. And then, you know, some people saw that they did it and thought, well, they look nice, I want to do that. And then, you know, at a certain point, so many of us have had that sort of work done that those who haven't, you know. So no one was forced as much as they were perhaps, you know, from their own insecurity.
Sure. So there's no financial incentive, it's a
No,
social incentive.
No, yes.
I see.
And how long did you say that's been happening?
Oh. Probably about the past 20 or so years. It just started ramping up. It's only really gotten to this point within the past year. It's gotten really intense, but before it was, you know, more like, you know, skin smoothing, getting your hair longer or a prettier color, or, you know, things like that. Just recently, the face modifications become quite the thing, but before, these sorts of things were common.
Do we know
when the last adventuring, like the last Warriors of Imogen, had to go? That's what I want to ask. Do you find new people coming through this town often? People that don't look like they're from here?
On occasion, you know, there are dimensional travelers and people from all over the globe.
When was the last time that you saw somebody like that?
Somebody from where you're from?
Yeah,
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
Maybe I saw one gentleman a few years ago, but it's not very common. Not big groups like you. Usually it's just one or two.
So Soren's like eating right now. He's just like tucking in, you know. And he's like, so, if you don't mind me asking, have you had any procedures done?
You think horses come in pink?
I don't know what I think.
Yeah, who knows about this?
How many, if you don't mind?
A pony's gotta keep his secret.
I was like, is that a faux pas to ask?
It just so happens.
It's actually more faux pas in my case.
Also, how does your digestive system?
Oh, you know, don't need to answer
Yeah,
that.
the fact is, we just had our own first procedure.
Oh wow, what'd you get done?
I had a Brazilian.
I would do that if I wasn't a centaur.
That would look very curious,
Oh yeah.
but not unappealing, I'm sure. So, we don't remember any part of it, though.
I mean, yeah. It's
So
on the consent form.
you've done this so many times, you never end up remembering.
Well,
after
I
going back
figure it must be
multiple times.
painful. I'm never missing anything. It's been.
Except for your appendix. Do you have one?
Do you have two?
Christina, you have a horse. Do horses have appendixes and do they need them?
I've never asked Charlie.
Okay. That's really personal. Can't answer that.
I'm looking it up.
Do you have to eat grass and human food?
Oh, you don't have to answer
Can I
that.
answer questions about the goddess Imogen?
Yeah,
not horses?
do
Does
you,
matcha
can we-
count as both?
Can we talk to her, Imogen?
I mean, she's a goddess, so she's not really keen on talking to everybody.
Have you talked to her before? There's no way have you heard of anybody talking to her?
Well, you know, she only talks to her close in a circle, right? Like the highest ranking priest, her last group of warriors, they were quite close with her, so.
What does her temple look like?
I mean, it's just on the other side of town.
Does it
Her
have, like,
new one.
Does it have like marble floors, for example?
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful.
Is there a kitty cat named Benji?
I don't know, I've never been in.
No. Have you?
So you're aware of her previous warriors?
Well, yeah.
What happened?
They were the
to
ones who
them?
founded her whole church.
Oh.
Did her whole thing. They built the old temple.
Why aren't they around anymore?
Oh, it's kind of not good to talk about, really.
You can tell us.
Yeah, we're friends.
You know, they just got to be a little bit on the older side. So, you know,
Aged
they
out.
just retired, is what I heard.
They retired.
Yeah.
So tell me something. How old is the oldest person in this town?
Like a human or like an elf?
Let's go with humans.
Probably 80, 90.
Now, do you ever get to an age where the procedures no longer work for you?
No.
Okay.
Does anybody ever seem unhappy about it, or anything seem weird, or
You
everybody's
know, some
pretty good?
people have a habit of going every year and getting something different. They get bored.
But nobody's like feeling compelled or
No.
other than social.
So maybe we could talk to the priests at the temple and find out more about
Yeah.
those warriors.
Yeah,
When-
how can we get in the
Do you know when did the Warriors retire? When was that?
Just earlier this year. You see that Presley and the mayor are like, we're gonna go get us another round of drinks. We'll be right back. Those two step out of the room. And Angus leans forward on the table and goes, well, just between all of us, I don't know how far you'll really get going to the new temple. They're not going to tell you anything you want to know. They're very private. I think you'd have better luck going to the old temple.
The one that was built by the heroes. The tired.
And where's that?
Where is it?
Well, they don't like people knowing where it is. But if you go about 2 hours south from here, you'll find a waterfall. And if you go through it, there'll be a cave. Now, it's not really safe to go there because they don't want people going there. And I also don't know what's inside. But people haven't been in there, like I said, for a good 20 or so years. So
Did you say why they built a new temple? Like, what was
just
wrong?
the new initiative.
Initiative?
Yeah, the new kind of perfect beauty that they were going for.
What was the philosophy before?
That was
the new-
before my time.
So we need to find this old temple then. And it's behind a waterfall. In a cave. With rocks.
Well, do you know if there are any rooms in this establishment, or do we need to find an inn?
Oh, I can put you up for the night.
That would be we would really appreciate that after the feast here, because I'm feeling a little tired.
Do you need a room for your kids that were in the show?
Yes.
They can sleep outside.
Alrighty.
No,
What if they go stay with their grandma in the town?
Yeah. And
That is far from here. That is not here.
Are they just standing there and there's one handsome Squidward and the rest?
The ugly goblin.
There's still a lot of work to do.
They didn't give you too many vouchers, did they?
Should we put them up with grandmama?
yes, I feel bad. I don't want them to
Oh, it's
go.
Leave
My
them.
children.
You're fine. It's a vacation. Let them go.
All right, run along.
So, Angus gets you put up in some pretty basic accommodations.
Soren would actually like to sleep in the dirt.
Okay, Mr. Different. You can
That's
You
okay.
can sleep in the
Just
dirt.
outside behind the.
Okay.
take 7
Angus gives you
damage.
like a little hammock
Okay,
And
that's
you can
great.
go
That's
sleep
That's
out.
perfect. That's perfect.
out under the stars. The rest of you get put up in some pretty basic accommodations. There's like a little wash bin for you to get cleaned up. And when the morning comes around, I'm guessing you all want to set up for the old temple.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be
And
good.
as you begin your journey, the sun starts to rise over the horizon, and that is where we will end episode 2 of Role Models.
Yay!
So join us for episode 3 when maybe you get to the temple. Who's to say? I am.
Dungeon
And
designer.
once again, my name is Janie, and I've been your DM, and this was an absolute pleasure and delight. And if you liked it, please follow along. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Role Models Podcast. Big shout out to Be Geek Together for letting us use their space, and Spencer, Desert Penguin Audio for doing all of the smart work on this project. And everyone else, where can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Dore, D-O-R-A-D.
Oh, yeah, my name is Harli Kane, and you can find me everywhere on the internet at Harli Kane.
I'm Sophia Dunn. You can find me everywhere on like Instagram and TikTok as sophiaisdunn with D-U-N-N.
A remix.
Yes.
Ooh.
I changed it so it's easier to
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
remember.
Hey guys, I'm Jaromloch. You can find me on YouTube at jaromloch. Hit me up if you want to hear about board games.
And I'm christinajcraven. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at christinajcraven.
Thank you so much for watching. We love you. Bye.